Tiana Guy of Trinidad and Tobago. She's coming out of the red corner.
Representing the Trinidad Colors.
And making her way to the ring, Tiffany DeLise, representing host country Barbados. And in her corner, I can see Coach Lawrence Hunt, with second Seth Lawrence. Seth, one of our more accomplished amateur boxers, pouring for Tiffany tonight. This is a welterweight bout contested at 65 kgs. 3 rounds of 2-minute duration with a 1-minute rest. The Trinidadian seems to be heavier of the two boxers, but height-wise they seem to be pretty even in height. So we'll see what these two young ladies have to offer. Guy sporting Trinidad and Tobago team outfits. I suspect she would have represented Trinidad and Tobago before in the competition. DeLise was on the 2019 national team that went to Trinidad for the Caribbean Championships. I'm not sure that she had actually had the opportunity to compete then, but certainly she has been in training for some time. Jab. DeLise is southpaw, initiating the jab. There's a straight left from her. Still trying to find her range. Guy trying to find her distance. More solid puncher. I think she is a power puncher from the looks of it.
Nice head movement, that combination from Tiana. Working the body.
So you can see experience there on Guy in
nice
Guy
right hand
in
from
terms
Tiana.
of her movement. She's good. She's able to work her way in, use her slipping back to avoid punches. Certainly she is a more experienced boxer than DeLise. Right hand landing well, working.
Nice combination from Tiana.
Yeah, she's got speed, she's got power, and she seems to have the experience. I don't think this is going to go the distance. Body head combinations from Guy. Referee calls a break and administers the 8 count to DeLise. Again, I think DeLise is out of her depth there.
She seems to be tense also.
Guy seems to be way more experienced than she is, even if not reflected in the records, certainly in terms of the training.
Tiana now hunting down Tiffany on the ropes.
There she is, just baiting her like a cat playing with a mouse. She's looking for that one shot. She's just setting her up for that power right hand. You see, she's just pawing with her, playing with her. I think she's maybe even being nice in this case, allowing it to go to the end of the round. Clearly didn't want to bring that round to too early an end. Maybe it was being nice, maybe not so much.
Maybe she's saving something in the tank. Maybe she's planning to come back with something.
Sometimes it's just, you're doing a service to an athlete when you end the round quickly. I think DeLise now has to go in there and compete for another 2 minutes. And I think she is out of her depth, to be honest. I don't think she has an answer for Guy. Guy is working, doing everything right at the moment. She's controlling the range, controlling the distance, pressuring when she needs to, good head movement, working really good combinations, working to the body, going back up to the head. Everything a coach would expect from her boxer. DeLise, I think, is overwhelmed by this experience right now. But of course, we're still rooting for our Bajan, and we want her hopefully to mount a comeback this round. If she can get that straight left off.
Nice right hand from Tiana.
If Tiffany can stay on the outside of the lead foot of of Guy and throw her straight left, she may have a chance. I think a straight left, right uppercut would be in her favor.
Tiffany back on the ropes again. Tiana with a nice right hand, signaling the second 8 count.
Yeah, I think Tiffany is outclassed here, and I think clearly the additional weight. I think Guy is heavier. I think she has a couple of pounds on Tiffany, and that is also having a toll. That the power that's being generated as a result is maybe too much for Tiffany to handle. Tiffany needs to get off the rope. She needs to stay moving, not make herself an easy target. And again, Guy is just working, picking her shots. Again, you know, we have a saying in combat sports, don't play with your food. And right now, Guy seems to be playing with her food right now. Second 8 count in this round. I don't think it's going to go the distance unless Guy decides to throttle back. But if she doesn't, and there it is. Referee calling an end to the bout. And I think that was a good decision on the part of the referee. I don't think that Tiffany could have handled much more of that. Good effort on her part, valiant effort on her part. She showed heart, she showed courage, but I think she was definitely outclassed in this particular bout. Guy is certainly ahead of her in experience, and she had the weight. She seemed to have a weight advantage as well.
Yeah, I agree. I believe Tiffany was much more on the defensive side, more so looking on how to carry out the round, more so than put pressure on Tiana. As I was saying, I believe Tiffany was very, very tense, and she was more looking so on how to evade Tiana as opposed to land points, as opposed to scoring points, as opposed to effectively landing punches on Tiana, which would lead to a result into winning the bout. But it seems Tiana being much more experienced, she was more consistent in terms of aggression, consistently pushing Tiffany on the ropes. Tiffany being tense and hyper, not really attacking, so much more focused on defense, and Tiana took advantage of that and just walk her down, pro with the jab, and carry Tiffany on the ropes on a consistent basis.
Yeah, any good coach will tell you defense does not win fights. Offense wins fights, counter offense wins fights, but defense does not. Tiffany was definitely too defensive during that bout, and therefore she could not mount an effective strategy, an effective counter to the pressure that Guy was giving her. She just was definitely outclassed. I think by the end of that first round, she had mentally, Tiana was living, as they say, rent-free in her head by the end of that first round, and she just did not know what to do. Hopefully shortly we should have the winner of that first female bout, Tiana Guy of Trinidad and Tobago, with us for an interview. We're looking forward to her giving us some commentary on her performance. And here she is. So With us this evening, winner of bout number 4, Tiana Guy of Trinidad and Tobago. Second round stoppage against Tiffany DeLise of Barbados. Congratulations, Tiana.
Thank you so much.
You put on a clinic for us there in the ring with that second round stoppage. You seem totally in control of that fight. Experience showed. How long have you been boxing? You know, where does Tiana Guy come from?
So I actually started boxing late 2017, so it's about 8 years now.
Yeah.
My second fight actually was Caribbean Championships, where I fought against Barbados. And yeah, so I've been boxing 8 years. I am number 1 in the Caribbean, number 12 in the world. So yeah, that's Tiana in a summary.
Congratulations. I mean, I thought that would have ended, that fight would have actually ended in the first round. But it seemed that you throttled back a bit. I don't know if you were being nice or if you just wanted to play with your food. I'm not sure which one it was. Calendar, you know.
Well, I believe in development as well.
Yeah.
So I think that allowing her as well the opportunity to, practice some of the stuff she has been learning. I as well worked on something my coach and I have been working on for the past couple of months. So I think it was a nice blend of allowing each other to work and not just coming and dominating because I can't, allowing to learn.
That was very gracious of you. Okay. But yeah, like I said, it was a clinic. Footwork, controlling the ring, head movement, working from the body and working your way back up. It's like you were just showing us what boxing should look like and what women's boxing can look like.
Correct.
And it was very impressive for the first. But we don't get to see females in the Caribbean performing that often. The opportunity to box is not that common. We don't get the frequency of it. We'd love to see more of it. And I think we did very well in terms of promoting and showing what women's boxing can be and what it can look like.
I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that a lot.
Well, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay. And my wife is Trinidad. Okay, there you have it. Tiana Guy of Trinidad and Tobago. As gracious in her comments as she was in her performance. As she said, she's been boxing 8 years, and with her experience, she was allowing an opportunity to showcase what women can do in boxing and to allow her opponent the opportunity for some sport development as well. Good performance there in that second round. And if that is what women's boxing can look like, I'm definitely looking forward to tonight's main event. Kamara Stewart of Barbados versus Ayed George of Trinidad.
Akila Ming. Judge number 4.
Ring announcer calling out bout number 5.
Judge number 5, Trevor Rowe. Boxers to the ring.
This is a youth bout. We're now going to 3 3-minute rounds.
Representing Waterloo. Give it up for Gideon Murray. Gideon Murray representing Waterloo.